Welcome back to Workout Wednesdays. This is Nathan. 在健身房，如果想要用英文请别人帮你补动作的时候，我们要怎么说呢？ Can you support me? 错。Can you help me out? 可以，但是不够精准。在这样的情形之中，我们会使用 spot 这个英文单词。In the context of the gym, spot refers to providing assistance or support to someone during a weightlifting exercise. 而帮你补的捕手就叫做 spotter。原来 spot 在做动词的时候有看见的意思。I spotted something from the corner of my eye. I spotted an island far away, floating amidst the azure waves. 所以在健身房的情形呢 ，spot 我们不只是帮对方去看，也会主动的去帮他去做补的动作。So how do you actually use it in a sentence? We could say, Do you mind spotting me for this set? Do you mind giving me a spot? 所以 spot 可以当动词或名词使用 to spot somebody or to give somebody a spot. 下次当你在健身房遇到外国朋友的时候，不妨伸出友善的救援之手。Hey, do you need a spot on this? 最后一点非常重要 is to make sure to never forget spotting etiquette. When you are spotting someone who is lifting a barbell, always make sure that your hands are off the bar. You will only support them fully when their muscles are fatigued and they cannot execute the motion properly. If you keep this gym etiquette in mind, I think all of you guys will be good spotters at the gym. Welcome back to Workout Wednesdays. Nathan here. This is part 2 of 基础健身英文. Last week we talked about sets, reps, sessions, splits, cycles, and so on. Today we will be talking about some of the most important factors that trigger muscle growth or hypertrophy. 肌肥大. Number 1, progressive overload. Progressive 是渐进式的，持续发展的 to progress. Overload 是超载 to load more than the threshold limit of something. So progressive overload 就是渐进式超负荷。Progressive overload means by gradually increasing the demands placed on the muscles over time by progressively increasing resistance, such as weight, increasing volume, such as the total amount of sets and reps, or increasing overall intensity, such as increasing the frequency of working out or shortening the time taken for rest between sets. By progressively overloading the muscles, muscle adaptation and growth is stimulated, which allows the individual to continue to progress and see improvements in the gym. Number 2, time under tension, 缩写 TUT. So tension 是张力或是压力的意思嘛。So time under tension basically refers to the amount of time a specific muscle is under stress during an exercise or a movement. On a general basis, longer time under tension, especially during the eccentric phase of an exercise, contributes greatly to the damaging of the muscle fibers, which subsequently stimulates additional growth. 刚刚我们提到了一个单词叫做 eccentric。Eccentric 原来是怪异古怪的意思，但是在这个情形之下 eccentric movement refers to the lengthening part of the movement, 也就是动作的离心部分。所以我们举个例子，现在你想用二头弯举来把一个东西举起来，那举起来之后，控制该重量向下的这个部分，也就是离心。This is the eccentric part of the bicep curl. 相反的，我们把它举起来就是向心的部分。This is the concentric part of the movement. 简单来说，每一个动作都会有 concentric 跟 eccentric 向心跟离心的部分。On the concentric part of the movement, we are shortening the muscle, and on the eccentric part of the movement, we are lengthening it. So basically, if you want to increase your time under tension, the optimal way to achieve such a goal is to purposefully extend the time spent on controlling the weight down. Third factor, metabolic stress.Metabolic stress, metabolism 是你的代谢 metabolic 是形容词代谢的 stress 是压力 So the third factor that induces muscle growth is metabolic stress 代谢压力 I believe that I owe all of you a brief explanation regarding what metabolic stress actually entails. Well, the accumulation of metabolic byproducts like lactate, 乳酸 during weight training or during resistance training can create a metabolic environment within the body that is conducive to muscle growth. 也就是代谢压力环境的产生会有助于肌肉的成长。How exactly is metabolic stress achieved then? Well, metabolic stress occurs when muscles are subjected to high repetition sets, 次数比较高的组数 or shorter rest intervals, 组间休息时间的减少which ultimately leads to the buildup of metabolic stress. In a nutshell, if you want to achieve metabolic stress, try to increase your reps and to
cut back down on the time spent on your phone when resting between sets. Factor 4. Nutrition. Nutrition 就是营养。Nutrients 是养分。这两个单词非常的接近，但是要记得去区分它们所分别意指的具体事物。Nutrition 是整体的营养 ，nutrients 是个别的养分。So apart from going to the gym, you also need to take care of what you eat. Adequate protein intake is absolutely essential for muscle repair and growth. 这个大家应该都耳熟能详了，蛋白质的补充是至关重要的，尤其在肌肉成长的目的之下。这不代表一定要买蛋白粉，但是你要吃够蛋白质。Consuming enough calories and macronutrients. Macronutrients 就是指宏量或巨量营养素 such as protein, carbohydrates, fats, is also extremely essential for optimizing recovery and muscle growth. Working out every day at the gym is not enough because what you are doing when you are working out is tearing your muscle fibers. When we are performing movements, the eccentric parts and the concentric parts of the movements, what we are actually doing is creating microscopic damage to the muscle fibers inside our body. Only through adequate rest, recovery, and intake of nutrition can all the microscopic damage be repaired and brought into a state of anabolic stimulus that rebuilds the muscle and further stimulates muscle and tissue growth over time. So we break down our body in the gym, we build it back better in the kitchen. That's why nutrition is essential. Factor 5. Rest and recovery. 其实刚刚就有提到了嘛 Rest 休息 Recovery 是恢复或修复的意思 I think this is another basic concept that everyone understands. Muscles need time to rebuild and to grow stronger. Even if you optimize your diet and your intake of nutrients, if you do not allocate an adequate amount of time for rest and recovery, your damaged muscles will not have the time to rebuild and become stronger. In basic words, you will not be in an anabolic state. Instead, you will be in a catabolic state. Anabolism 是合成代谢，健身的情形之下，也就是蛋白質跟氨基酸的合成。相反的 catabolism 就是分解代谢，可以想成就是细胞被分解以获取能量。So in this scenario, if you keep on hitting the gym without giving yourself ample amount of time for rest and recovery, you will keep on breaking down the cells in your body to release more energy in order to perform well at the gym, which will subsequently lead to the loss of muscle mass, as you have also deprived yourself of the time for your body to not only repair, but also to build up additional muscle tissue. 休息修复的时间是非常重要的。Factor 6, also the final factor in my opinion, one that is commonly overlooked, is hormones. 荷尔蒙. The endocrine system and the hormones inside our body contribute greatly to a myriad of factors, within which muscle growth and repair are also included. 这个话题会比较深入，所以今天就简单带过一下就好了。So hormones such as testosterone 睾固酮 growth hormone GH 生长激素 insulin-like growth factor 1 IGF-1 类胰岛素生长因子 insulin 胰岛素等等 These all play significant roles in muscle growth and repair. Sleep, recovery, rest, optimal nutrition, and let's not forget frequent weight training also greatly influences the levels of the aforementioned hormones that are conducive to muscle growth. 今天讲的这几个 factors for muscle growth 是我根据我自身经验认为相对重要的几个因素。大家可以在准备自己运动的计划的时候拿来参考看看，并且尝试去优化诸项因素，或者是将诸项因素去融入你自己的训练课表以及菜单里面。If you have any other questions that you would like to ask, please leave your comments down in the comment section. I'll see you guys next Wednesday then. Nathan out.